Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you guys are all doing great today. My name is Imam Muhammad Amin. Inshallah, today we'll be discussing the Tajweed rules of Surah Al-Ikhlas. I hope you guys are all ready. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وأنفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما. So, for those of you guys that have been in the class before, so we've had many classes in the past, alhamdulillah. So I'm Imam Muhammad Amin. I'm the founder and also a tutor at Mahir Academy. So we have two programs that we have for Quran learning in our school. It's an online program, right? So we have what we call the Accelerated Quran Reading Program that trains students to learn to read the Quran fluently, inshallah, within 16 weeks. And we do have the Scribe Quran Memorizers program. So this program is for those who wants to memorize the entire Quran with Tajweed, right? So those who already have classes in the past, they already know how to read the Quran, but they just want to memorize the Quran, right? So today, in the past, so if you still if you're new in this class, we've had many previous classes in the past. We've talked about the letters, we've talked about the harakat, the short vowel sound, the long vowel sound, the tanween, the shadda rules, the rules of lam, and many other rules. So if you wanna learn more, so go to our expert Quran readers group right now and go to the guides section of it, so you'll see all those video recorded classes that we've had in the past. So we're gonna go forward and get started for today. I'm gonna read the Surah Al-Ikhlas, everyone, right? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Right, so you see a lot of people can read this surah. So there's a difference between you being able to read the Quran and being a fluent Quran reciter. So someone can be able to read the Arabic of the Quran, but they don't have the Tajweed skill set, so you're not fluent yet. Because for you to be a fluent reciter that's gonna be certified, you've got to be able to identify the rules of the Tajweed when reciting the Quran. So here we're gonna dissect the ayat of Surah Al-Ikhlas and bring out the Tajweed rules there, and how do you pronounce the rules and why are the rules. So the first ayah here is قُلْ huwa Allahu ahad, right? So the basic tajweed rule here is the Allah. So when you read and you have this kind of alif, so let me try to bring my pens. I don't have some pens I use. Oh, I'm not using the second one. Okay, so I'm gonna use the lines. So you see قُلْ huwa Allahu ahad. Let me delete this. I do have some no, deleting this. Alright, so قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. So the rule of the tajweed here is the alif here. So the alif here is called lamu shamsiyya. So idgham lam shamsiyya. So the lam here will not be pronounced, right? Because the lam here is going to be sakin. So it's called idgham lam shamsiyya. So the lam here is a sound letter, and because of that we don't pronounce it. And this is hamzat al-wasli, this alif here, we don't pronounce that one as well. Qul huwa Allah. So this is how you pronounce whenever you see Allah in all other verses of the Quran. And you see here there's dumatain here, two dummas on the top here. So these two dummas, if you want to stop on two dummas, the rule is that you're gonna give the letter sukun, right? You see, it's different if you want to pronounce this ayah together with the next ayah, right? قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ right? So if you want to pronounce, oh, so I made a mistake here. So if you want to pronounce this together, okay. If you want to pronounce the second and the first and the second ayah together, then you don't pronounce this with sukun. You've got to join the dal together with the next ayah, with the dhamma, with the dhammatain. So because you are stopping on this one, so you're gonna say قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٍ. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٍ. You see that? You're giving the dal a sukun. And there are 5 letters, we call them the qalqala. Whenever you stop on them, there are 2 types of sukun. We already learned that in the past. Go watch our previous classes. We have the half circle sukun and the what? And the full circle sukun. So whenever you stop on a letter and the letter doesn't have any med letters, so this one here is a dal, it doesn't have any med letters. So we've learned the med in the past. Go check our previous lessons, right? So the med, we are after the letters of med, alif, ya, and the wa. So when any of these 3 letters is together with a word or with a letter, it's prolonged the sound of the letter for 2 seconds. But in this scenario here, it's not gonna do that because we don't have what? We don't have any letter of med here. We don't have any letter of med here, and because of that, so this is gonna be pronounced with sukun when you stop on it, right? Allahu qul huwa Allahu ahad. So this dal is going to be having a small circle sukun, and you're gonna pronounce it with qalqala, the echo sound. قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٍ Allahu Samad. You see here, this Hamza, this Alif is the same as this here, but you see this one has a faint color, but this one has a bold color. It means you've got to pronounce this one, and you've got to pronounce it because this one here is going to be called the Hamza al-Qat'a, right? So it's beginning an ayah. So whenever this kind of Alif is in the middle, you don't pronounce it. Whenever it's in the beginning, you've got to pronounce it. Right, and whenever it's together with a lam, like this one, lam al-ma'rifa, you got to give the alif a fatha. Allahu Samad. You see, we don't pronounce it here. You see, because it's in the middle. Allahu Samad. So the saw here, for you to be able to pronounce shadda very well, you've got to assume that you're pronouncing 2 swords. Right, you've got to assume that you're pronouncing 2 swords. So Allahu Samad. You see that? So you're pronouncing 2 swords. We've already done lessons on all these basic rules. We are just practicing reading the Quran based on what we've learned before in this group, right? We've learned the rules of shadda. We've learned the rules of mid, right? We've learned the rules of tanween, guys. So go back and watch. Go to the guide section of our Expert Quran Readers group. We've had all series of stuff there, Quran classes, Quran learning strategies and all that. So we've had all those webinars, right? Allahu Samad. Because the sword, you want to pronounce the shadda, so you will assume the shadda of that sword. It means the sword is two letters. So in Tajweed, the shadda is called doubling in English, right? Doubling. It means this sword is double. So the first sword is having a sukun, the second one is having the fatha. So if you want to pronounce the sword with shadda, you've got to assume that you're pronouncing 2 swords, one with sukun, the other one with fatha. So Allahu Samad, right? Allahu Samad. So I pronounce one with sukun and the other one with fatha. So the same rule here. So this one is a dal, and the rule of thumb is that when you're reading the Quran and you want to stop on any letter, you give the letter sukun, except the exception is if that letter that you want to stop on has a med. If it has a med letter, it has an alif med or a waw med or a ya med, then that letter that has that med will not get a sukun. It's going to get whatever harakah it has. But if the letter is not having any med letter, like here the dal is not having any med letter, go watch our previous class on med. So we have 2 letters of med. I just said that now, right? Allahu Samad. So you're gonna give that letter, that's the last letter of the ayah you want to pass on, you will give it what? A half circle sukun. So it's gonna cut short the sound of the letter and reduce the sound, right? But this dal, it's a group of some letters called the huruf al-qalqala. When you stop on them, you give them a sukun, or they have sukun naturally, they have circle sukun naturally, you got to give them the echo sound to stop on them. So Allahu Samad, right? Lam yalid. You see the dal naturally has a sukun here. So this kind of sukun, you see, it's not full, it's called the half circle sukun. It's not completely round, right? We have another type of sukun that's completely round, and that one, whenever you see it on the letter, it abrogates the sound of the letter totally, right? So go back and watch our letters, our class on sukun. Yeah, lam yalide, wa lam yulade. You see, wa lam yulade. So I said yulade. Why? Because of this waw. This waw is a mad letter, and it elongates the u for 2 seconds. Lam yalide wa lam yulade. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ. So this is a rule here. It's called, this one is Idgham بغير غنة. So normally this noon is called nun sakin. So anything that is silent, so this noon here, this noon in the green here, is called nun sakin. It means the noon is silent. It doesn't have anything to pronounce it with. And nun sakin and tanween, they are like twin brothers, right? They have the same rule. They've got the same rule of pronouncing them. So, but whenever, we have 6 letters of idgham, yarmaluna, ya, ra, mim, la, wa, nun, right? So lam and ra, whenever they have a tanween or a nun sakina before them, you don't do the ghunna. You don't do, so tanween and nun sakina, what makes them different is that whenever you pronounce those letters with tanween or nun sakina, you're going to pronounce them with your khayshum, with your nasal cavity. So they have a ghunna for 2 seconds, right? So, but whenever the lam is coming after a nun sakin or a ra, you don't pronounce that, you don't give that ghunna. So this one is gonna be walam yakul lahu, walam yakul lahu. You see, there's a waw mad here. This waw mad makes the ha elongated for 2 seconds. Walam yakul lahu. So you got to do the 2 counts, right? وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا, right? كُفُوًا أَحَدٍ. كُفُوًا أَحَدٍ. Why are we saying كُفُوًا here? So this is the rule of izhar, right? Izhar al-hamza. So the waw here is having fathataini, it's having fathataini, and this is a tanween, right? And I just mentioned of something here. So the rule of tajweed here is called idgham بغير غنة. Al-idgham بغير غنة. So idgham means, the tanween is merged into the letter. So this nun sakina, or it can be tanween, right? Go watch our video class back on tanween. So I explained the difference and the similarities between the nun sakina and the tanween, right? They are twin brothers. They have the same rule in tajweed. So walam yakul lahu kufuwan. So this one here is al-izhar. Al-izhar. So it means you've got to make the letter after the tanween clearly pronounced. You don't merge. You clearly isolate the tanween away from the letter that follows it. And we have 6 letters of izhar, right? So if you'd like for yourself to learn more about this and have it in a systematic way, like learn, I've made mention of a lot of stuff here. I've made mention of tanween. I've made mention of ahkam nun sakin wa tanween. I've made mention of the rule of sukun, the qalqala, the ahkam lam al-shamsiyya, lam al-qamariyya. This is a lot of stuff. So you cannot learn everything very, organized like this, right? But if you want to learn more, watch those videos that we already have in this group. So go to the guide section of this group and watch all those videos. I've talked about all these rules there, so watch them one-on-one. But if you have any other questions that you wanna probably plan a well-mentored Quran lesson for yourself or for your child to be able to read the Quran fluently and also identify the tajweed rules, type Quran under this video, inshallah, and I will reach out to you to discuss our normal program that we do have. It's a paid program. But this class here every Sunday is free, right, for those who just want to get started and have some idea of online. But if you want to have a well-mentored and consistent program that you're going to be meeting me like 4 times in a week or 3 times in a week, so type Quran below. So I'm going to reach out to you for our accelerated Quran reading program, or for our described Quran memorization program. So let's read this surah again. If anyone have any question below, type Quran below, and I'm going to reach out, inshallah. So let's read the surah again. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد Allahu Samad. لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. كفوا أحد. Right? Kufuwan. So the wa here has fathataini. You see that? But we don't say kufuwan ahad. We're going to have to do al-izharu, izharu al-hamza. So we've got to take the hamza out of the tanween. Kufuwan, right? So we have 4 rules of nun sakin and tanween. So, like I said, we are just practicing all the rules we've learned so far in this group. So go back into the group. We have different sections of classes that we've had in the past. We have classes about Quran reading strategy and learning strategy, and we've had many Quran classes. We've learned the Qaida, the Tajweed, and all that. Go back to this group, the expert Quran readers group. Watch those videos, and inshallah, can join us and keep learning to become a fluent Quran reciter. Inshallah, we're so excited to help you become a fluent Quran reciter. So, وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا كُفُوًا, right? كُفُوًا أَحَدٍ. كُفُوًا أَحَدٍ. So, once you join a program or you watch all those previous classes, you're gonna see this one here. It's a tanween. This is also a tanween, but why are they different? Why is this one here like this? This one is here like this, is representing like izhar. That is, if you want to join this ayah together with this ayah, right? But we are not going to that today. But the rule of thumb we learn today is you want to stop on the letter. The letter is having any harakat, having fatha, kasra, dhamma, or dhammataini, kasrataini, right, or fathataini. But the letter doesn't have a mad. It doesn't have any letter of mad. It doesn't have alif or ya mad. Then you're gonna stop on that letter on with sukun, with afsaku sukun, right? And you're going to pronounce the dal here with qalqala. So if you are so interested in joining our expert Quran group, I just have some translation of this ayah. You all know the meaning of Surah Al-Ikhlas. It means Allah is one, indivisible. Qul huwa, O Muhammad, Allah is telling Muhammad to tell the kuffar of Mecca that Allah is one, right? And Allahu Samad. Allah is self-sufficient. He doesn't need anyone, right? He doesn't need anyone. We all need him. Right? Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Allah does not have an offspring. He was never even born. He doesn't beget. He's never begotten. Right? No one born him, or he never give birth to anyone. Right? Wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And no one is comparable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are our accelerated Quran reading program, and these are all the benefits, all the perks that you're gonna have in that program if you join it, right, or for your child. So 2 daily 2 group sessions per week, one session live. We're gonna have all the modules recorded, so you have lifetime access to the modules of the Tajweed. We have a support group. We have the monthly Quran events that we do. We have some apps and books. We have an Islamic studies class, optional class. We have that over every weekend. So we go and do tafsir, hadith, and many other topics of Islamic studies in that Islamic studies class every Saturday for the kids. And also we have the weekly Quran reading homework as part of the program, because our program has 3 components. We have we want to build an active learning environment for the kids to learn to read the Quran. We want to have we have what we call the Quran memory retention habit, because many people learn to read the Quran but they couldn't remember whatever they learned. So we want to build the habits of people reading the Quran, even if it's just 20 minutes in a week. So we have a weekly reading homework for the kids based on what we teach them, where we are in the module of the curriculum. And also we have a curriculum that's going to help them do this within 4 months, inshallah. So these are accelerated Quran reading program for students who are wanting to learn to read fluently, and these are our scribed Quran memorizers program for those who wants to memorize the Quran. So they have a stand-alone Tajweed course that will break down the rules of Tajweed, we simplify it, and have examples and have chat and interaction in the class. Those classes are recorded as well. And also we have 2 days weekly Hifz session. We have Quran monthly competition and all that. So if you're so interested in this and you want to help yourself or your child to learn to read the Quran, comment Quran below, or you can reach out to me, send me a private message on Facebook, inshallah, then we'll reach out to you, inshallah. So I will stop the webinar right here, and anyone that wants to reach out to me and learn more about our program, inshallah, kindly send me a message, or you type comment below this video, and inshallah I will reach out to you personally. I'm gonna have a chat on how you can plan your Quran learning journey for yourself or for your child, for anyone, right? inshallah. Okay, assalamu alaikum everyone. I will see you later. Assalamu alaikum.